Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. I want to say thanks for watching already. So here is a list of, I guess, 17 things. Sorry, I have a little list here on my phone. So I have 17 things I love. 17 things I like about being an electrician. So let's get started. Number one, just these aren't really in any order, but this one sort of is. The first one is definitely the money. That's definitely what's keeping me in it right now. I've definitely spent a lot of time going through the training, and I want to put it to use. Otherwise, I'd probably look into something else. Although, since high school, I've never really known what I wanted to do. This kind of just fell in my lap, and I'm thankful for that. But definitely the money is keeping me in it right now. I want to definitely use all the training and schooling and put it to good use after I just finished in July. So definitely want to use it for a while, but it is kind of killing my body right now. So hopefully that gets better and I can get that taken care of. Number two, basically the satisfaction of like when you're done with something, you can just flip the switch and you'll see the finished product, like the lights turn on or something like that, or just like being able to plug something in and use it. Basically just seeing the product and seeing it work, seeing it work and taking the pride in knowing that you've accomplished something, and you can always say, hey, I wired this building, or I put the lights up in this building. That's always something cool. Number three, the friends and the people that you meet. Definitely a lot of cool people out there, a lot of people that are just genuine, nice people, and it's nice you meet a whole bunch of different people when you work on several projects or whatever. Throughout the years, you'll meet someone, or then years later you run into them again, and it's always good to see them again, and just meeting new friends and stuff like that. Number four, with all the electrical stuff that you do, you get to open a lot of boxes. Like you have to open up the lights to put the lights up, you have to open up boxes of plugs and boxes of whatever kind of product you're putting up. So it's kind of like a little bit of Christmas every day. I mean, obviously it's not wrapped up or anything like that, but it's nice, kind of cool opening up the boxes and assembling. I like assembling lights. It's pretty easy. So anyways, that was kind of unrelated, but just putting stuff together and definitely opening the boxes. I'm gonna stop saying that. Number five is kind of like the job freedom. Basically, there's a high demand for electricians, I would say. And basically, once you get your journeyman license, you can basically work anywhere. You can work in any state or whatever. I'm not sure. I mean, you kind of have to like transfer your license maybe. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but some states you don't even need licenses or whatever. But basically, you can go around to anywhere you want and work in any state and stuff like that. So just the freedom of being able to like really get a job anywhere, and basically it'll always be like the same wage, basically, I would assume. So that's good. Number six, the wage keeps increasing. I'm sure there's not super amount of electricians being created often, so the price is obviously inflation and stuff like that. The price keeps going up for things, and obviously the stuff to produce them is going up as well. So the wage is constantly increasing. Basically, when I started out like $12.51 an hour or something, and now for that same position that I was doing the first year apprentice, they're up to like $15 or $16 right now in just 4 or 5 years, or maybe said 6 years or something. So anyways, the prices keep going up, and so you'll definitely be making more money down the road, especially as like older people retire, stuff like that. There's going to be a bigger need for electricians and stuff like that, so the wage will just keep climbing, so that's cool. Number seven, people think you're smart. Like obviously you've gone to school to know how to do this and stuff, but you do it so much, so when people are like watching you or whatever, like at their house or whatever, depending on where you're working, or you're just talking to someone, they'll think you're really smart because they're like, how do you do that? Or it'll just like blow their mind, and it's just like second nature to you or whatever, the back of your hand. So people think you're smart. That's kind of cool sometimes. Number 8, the constant changing of tasks. So if you're doing something that sucks, it won't be long before you're doing something that's good or better or whatever. So depending on the task, you might not like something that you're doing, but because there's so many different things in electrical, it changes pretty quickly. So you're not always stuck doing the same task. It changes. So whether you're starting a building and you're doing underground work, and then you have to do the inside work, whether putting up the boxes, and then later you'll be putting in the wire, and then later you'll be trimming it out and putting all the plates and plugs and lights in and stuff like that. Or you're just doing something totally different, whether you're doing residential one day or commercial or whatever, and then you're doing piping one day. There's just so many different things that can occur, so it's not always the same, which is cool. So it's not like you're sitting at a desk like 24/7, although I would kind of like to do that. So you're not always sitting doing one thing sitting and doing one thing over and over again. So it constantly changes, which is cool. But digging for 3 or 4 weeks in a row sucks. So glad that's over with. For now, at least. Someone destroyed our bollards, so we might have to redo those. So hopefully that's not me. Let's see. Number 9, side work. So people will always need work done at their house, and they'll always want to either A, save money and pay someone they know and save money, or just give the work to someone they know and hopefully get it for a lesser price and still save them money. And other than that, you can like build your own house and stuff like that, wire your own house and do your own electrical and fix your own electrical or change out your own lights and stuff like that. So that's a perk. Number 11. Wait, hold on, which number are we on? Number 10. It's repetitive for the most part. That kind of just goes against what I was saying, but basically you're doing the same thing over and over a set period of time. So whether you are just like wiring a house or whatever, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you'll definitely get better at it, and it'll become second nature to you, and it'll just become easy, and you'll see your progress and get better. So if you think you suck, obviously everyone sucks when they start, unless you're just like, I don't know, amazing or whatever, but you're a quick learner. But it takes time to learn things, so that's good that it's not like, that they give you like a learning time to learn or whatever. That's basically what the apprenticeship is or whatever. But anyways, it's repetitive, so once you've done a lot of it, it's basically the same thing over and over. There's tons of different things you can do in the electrical world, but for the most part, you're kind of in a little niche or whatever, whether it's like, I'm kind of like in the apartment assisted living, so it's kind of like, I'm kind of in the living quarters, not living quarters, but I'm in the, like the housing, kind of like housing / apartments, and just like basic stuff or whatever. So, not too hardcore or anything like that. So I'm pretty good at that kind of stuff, and I know how to like fix stuff and like hot check and just what's wrong and what's right or whatever, just by looking at stuff, sort of. Like, I guess that's kind of like most electricians, I would say, or at least for me. I like have a fine eye for detail, so I'll look at that and I'll say, oh, that plate is crooked, that screw is crooked, or it's upside down. I can just kind of see stuff like that, so I don't know where I'm going with this. Number 11, just working with tools is kind of satisfying. Definitely, like when you buy new tools, it's like it feels so good, just like have a brand new tool, and then once you put it to use, it kind of sucks or whatever. It gets all nasty, but just opening it up out of the package is freaking awesome. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I enjoy buying new tools and just being able to work with tools sometimes. Working with tools is pretty cool. Kind of feel manly sometimes. Anyways, number 12, being an electrician is probably one of the best trades. I'm not sure about the highest paying, but being a plumber or something like that, new plumbing would kind of be cool. It's not too bad. I think working with pipes and cutting and gluing stuff would be cool. Sometimes the glue might get to you or whatever, but there's a lot of sucky trades out there, and I think being an electrician is probably one of the best. Maybe like a pipe fitter would kind of be cool, maybe, but there's a lot of stuff that sucks out there that I would never want to do. So I think it's a good one. Number 13. One second, I'm confused why I wrote this one down. Oh, so basically 13, like in the apprenticeship or whatever, people will help you out if you haven't done something before, even if you're a journeyman or whatever. If you just say, hey, I haven't done this, can you walk me through this? Most people will be more than happy to show you how something is done and teach you how to do something. So that's awesome. Number 14, having your journeyman license or whatever, just like having the ID card is pretty cool. Or no, just kind of not like showing off or anything like, hey, I'm a journeyman or whatever, but just having, it's kind of like a driver's license. It's like an ID card. It's kind of cool, I think. So having those is cool. You have your little picture on it or whatever on one of them. Number 15, eating out every day, whether you're eating out by yourself or with a coworker. It's pretty fun with a coworker for the most part, depending on if you like that person, but for the most part I don't really have any problem with most people. So just spending time with coworkers and just hanging out and getting to know people, or just having laughs or whatever, just sharing food together is always good. So number 16, the stories you hear or the stories that you can tell, sharing your experiences or the things you experience. So there's a lot of funny stories out there. People always want to tell you funny stories, or like stories of people blowing stuff up, or just tons of laughs out there. A lot of funny stuff. And lastly, number 17, I love working with strippers. That was kind of a joke, but anyways, so those are 17 things I love about being an electrician. Hopefully you found this kind of useful if you clicked on this video and wanted to know some things that are cool. But these are just my personal opinions, and so if you're looking to get into the electrical field, if that's something you're interested in, I would definitely recommend it. It's not a bad way to go, but if you're just in it for the money, I would say try to do something more that you're more passionate about or something like that. So anyways, hope this helps you guys out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're stopping by for the first time, I want to say thanks for watching. Also hit that subscribe button. I would love it, but if not, that's cool. I really suck at endings. So thanks for watching. God bless. Have an awesome rest of your day. If you liked it, if you like it, give it a like. If you want to tell me something, if you like my video, if you think it sucks, leave me a comment below. And lastly, if you have a prayer request, drop it in the comments below, and I'll be praying for you. So that being said, I'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya. Sorry this was so long. Hope you enjoyed it.